Hello and welcome. My name is Eva. I am a therapist and hypnotherapist who works with people suffering from insomnia, fears and phobias, traumas, childhood traumas, anxiety, anything in relationships to trauma. And today I would like to talk about something that not many people realize, which is actually how healing happens in our body. No one talks about it because it's a quite complex process, and this complex process is connected to our cellular memory and our emotional memory. So I have created a video that I will connect up somewhere there at the end of this video about cellular memory, logic memory, and emotional memory. Please watch that. It's very, very informative, and it's going to give you a little bit of a background what actually you are dealing with. So, what if I told you that your body is simply running a survival program that was written a long, long time ago? We have been taught that sleep is a brain thing, but for people, as for humans, it's actually a cellular memory thing. Our internal organs don't just process food and air, they process our lives. They are the storage containers for every emotion we couldn't quite finish. When you can't sleep and you suffer from insomnia, or you have episodes of not sleeping because of stress or anything that is happening in your life, could be grief, could be anything else, it's often because your energy systems are clogged with the memories of old fears and responsibilities that your organs are still trying to digest. So, I would like you to think of your body as a house with its own electrical grid. If you were the child who had to read the room or be the peacemaker, usually the energy that is overloaded is stored in your liver. It's like your liver holding the heat of that unexpressed frustration. So I'm not saying that all people who suffer from liver problems have got that, but liver is the first organ that is going to store anger. Liver is the first organ that is going to store unprocessed emotions. So the liver is is responsible for the smooth flow of our natural energy. It's this prana energy. It's our life force. So when there is a lot of heat in this organ, when is there a lot of unprocessed energy with old responsibilities, it creates a restless spirit that wanders at night because your liver is trying to respond to energy and process the energy that happened in your childhood. And remember what I always say, energy doesn't understand age. Because we are 20 something, 30 something, 40 something, the energy does not understand that. So, we as humans, we bring, unfortunately, the trauma from childhood to our adulthood because only when this energy is transformed and released and let go of, then the process of healing is successful. It will never happen before. So when so we are coming back to this home when you were when you imagine yourself as uh, your house with its own electrical grid, and actually the house of your own electrical grid is you with all your energies that are inside you, with a lot of energy systems that we have got, with a lot of chakras that are connected, with the vagus nerve that is connected, with nervous system, with all the systems that are connected in our body. So if you grew up walking on eggshells, usually your kidneys and are the ones still awake. So the kidneys store the primal energy of fear. When you are stressed, they drip feed cortisol into your body, keeping you in a state of higher alert long after the sun goes down. So it does not matter that you are super tired, and it doesn't matter that you are super exhausted. What matters is here that the energy stored in kidneys is always going to speak to you at night, because then your body knows it's that clever that you listen. So now we have the energy that is stored in our solar plexus, in our belly area. So the fire in our belly. This is where we store our sense of worth. Also, we store the sense of control. And as children, as children, we always have been controlled by our parents in whatever way. So if you were only loved for what you did, not who you were, the center in your belly stays tight. It's like an engine that won't turn off because it thinks it hasn't earned the right to rest yet. So, meditations isn't just about relaxing, it's about going into these specific rooms, cooling the liver, softening the kidneys, adrenals, and giving your organs permission to finally go off duty. Because, as I always say in every video, insomnia, anxiety, fear, phobias, OCD, depression is not about your brain. Something is wrong with your brain. It's not stored in your brain. This is energy stored in your body. So there are a lot of types and phases of insomnia. I deal with them on daily basis with my clients, and people who everyone has got something. You can have one type, you can have mixture of types, and you don't have to even be insomniac, but you still can suffer with a lot of things. So the first thing, the first type that I always look at is, or I recognize, is this overthinker. So this is the mediator. So now it's not only, the person who can have a lot of headaches, a person can have a lot of migraines, a person who is worried all the time, who is planning, having to-do lists, who lives in the future and in the past and never now, who plays events in the head from 5 years ago, 10 years ago, or plays in the head the future event. What is happening with this, it's another energy system that is kicking in, and this is your crown chakra, because here your crown chakra is very, very overloaded and it's very, very open. So it's spinning all the time. It's spinning and you are constantly in your head resolving your problems or somebody's problems. So what's happening is, because your head is so overloaded and so overactive, actually your feet and your body cannot catch up with this. So people like that need a lot of grounding and a lot of opening of root chakra as well. And root chakra, as you know, I always say it in every video, is the base of safety and security. Every person on this planet who doesn't feel safe inside, um, then it is your root chakra that is blocked. So let's look a little bit deeper into this liver heat. So, people who wake up usually at 3 a.m., 2 a.m., 5 a.m., it is the energy that wakes you up. It is your organs actually that wake you up. So for many people, for many of my clients, it's this 3 a.m. Wake up is your racing mind that actually is the energy that kicks in your liver, because it's the energy of a worry. So usually happens with, just like I said, people who overthink, who were mediators as children, who were peacemakers. So the liver is storing the heat of 1,000 unspoken responsibilities, because you were responsible for adults' problems. You were responsible for mediating between mom and dad, or mediating between siblings and parents, things like that. So you aren't thinking, you are just overheated. And this is the liver that actually it's overloaded with energy that is waking you up, most of the time. It's the worry in your head, but that comes actually from the energy of the liver. So the next type that I can see within my clients, and it's very, very popular, is the one that is a super vigilant. So a person who is super vigilant, in total, it's like, comes with a lot of anger. So it's a kid. When you were a kid, you usually had a very, very chaotic life. You came from unpleasant, a very unsafe environment, a lot of abuse. And it doesn't have to be from your family. It can be from, okay, you were sent to a boarding school or something like that. I have a lot of clients who came from places like this, when they were sent somewhere, and there is no supervision of mom and dad, there is no one to protect them and care for them. So they obviously come with a lot of fear and a lot of anger. So this person, if you have been hypervigilant, you came from, quite abusive environment. So it's all about your kidneys. And it's just like, it's never ending show, right? It's cortisol kicks in at night. Cortisol kicks in to wake you up, and your body is replaying the same trauma, that whatever happened so many years ago that scared you. That has put you in this fearful energy. So with people like that, I say to them, your insomnia, the insomnia that you suffer, uh, it's the energy of your body that is constantly keeping you on guard. Your body is trying to protect you, and this is what actually insomnia and any emotional syndrome that you have, or symptom, is in your body. This is why, our body is very, very clever and very, very well wired, and it is not going to let go, because it is programmed to protect you. So when we come to this gut and this cortisol and this kidney and adrenals and everything, so you were a person that you were constantly walking on eggshells in the past. You were a person who was hyper vigilant about the safety of yourself, about safety of your parents, or one of the parent, of the safety of your siblings, safety of you going to school and back. A lot of children are bullied on the way to school and back. A lot of children are bullied at school, and things like that. So this is where this energy is usually stored, and this is that energy. It's not for everyone, obviously. I'm talking about general, but this is the energy that might be the reason why you are awake at 3 a.m., 2 a.m., or whatever, when you see the pattern. So for people like that, I always say, please review your last month, 2 3 months back. What has triggered this energy? Because there are a lot of people who don't have insomnia, that is a consistent thing, that is only a pattern. So when there is a pattern, then there is the trigger of trauma. So you have to look at, dig a little bit deeper, what actually has triggered this sensation in your body, this pattern, this behavior of this energy, because your body is trying to tell you something. The next type I that is very common with my clients is the one that I call the achiever. So it's a burnout person, it's a to do person. It's a person who is based mostly on guilt. You feel guilty all the time for closing your eyes and not doing things. And this energy is usually in your solar plexus, in your belly area. Our belly area is responsible, it's a masculine energy. So a lot of people who are thriving for success, who they have been programmed to, to that. They were not uh, praised for who they are. They have not seen for who they are, but they were praised for the future them. This is the achiever is also the burnout person who is called lazy sometimes. So those are people where rest is not existing. They have been put a lot of guilt on the rest. No one should be resting. Rest is not good. Like so, this is this masculine energy of a doer constantly. And the solar plexus is the area of our body, our energy, where where the guilt, the shame is stored, the control is stored. So we are programmed to believing that we are worthy only by doing something, and then we are recognized by that, and we are praised for that. We are not praised for who we are, but we are praised for our achievements. So, as I said, those are people who had been programmed and taught that rest needs to be earned. So, in your sleep, um, you don't, you know, the day is not enough for you to do everything, and you have those endless to-do lists, and you are helping so many people, and you want to save the world, and you want to save a friend or this person and that person, actually without understanding that you are bringing massive imbalance to your body, and you are bringing massive imbalance to your life, because there is something like feminine and masculine energy that needs to be balanced. And if we operate only from masculine energy of doing, there is no feminine energy of resting. So then a lot of issues happen in our body, that if you pushed to the limit, then your body is going to rebel against you and it's going to give you a lot of physical illnesses. And those physical illnesses can be reversed as soon as you understand where is your pattern in trauma, and what this energy of in solar plexus is actually doing to you. So people like that have got a lot of problems when indigestion, with liver, with stomach. There are a lot of stomach issues. There are people who that cannot actually hold on food. They're very slim. In contrary, that can be people who store a lot of food as well. So they can be a lot of people who are overweight, because they do not let themselves to actually be in an energy of resting. And during the night, you don't sleep or sleep very little, or when you wake up, you are still not um, rested, because your body is trying to tell you something, and your body is, instead of resting and at night, your organs to rest at night with you, your body is actually still um, going through digesting the energy from the past, digesting energy from the pattern of your behavior, just digesting energy from the trauma of your childhood or whatever has happened in the past. So it's a tricky one. This solar plexus one is a tricky one. And then, guys, we have the one that is the last one that I always say, and this is the one that is called the inner child one. So the inner child one is this invisible kid. Is the inner child one is usually the energy is stored in lungs and heart, and is just simply a person who needs a lot of nurturing, whether man or a woman. A lot of nurturing, is a very anxious, fearful human. So this energy that is stored in lungs and in heart, those are children who usually suffer from asthma when they were younger, or they have got problems with breathing a lot. They get a lot of chest infections. They get a lot of, generally, the immune system is very, very low. So those are people who come from families when you were deprived emotionally. Your parents, or one of the parent, were not emotionally available, usually your mom, but doesn't have to. Everyone is different. You people who carry usually mother wound also go through this invisible inner child issue. So they can have heart problems as well. So this energy, as far as insomnia is concerned, is mostly based on energy of anxiety. So there's a lot of grief as well there. And as I always say, like, a lot of women will tell me, a lot of my clients will tell me, I have been crying so much recently, I don't know what is happening to me. And I will say, you are grieving yourself. So if there is nothing that has happened in your life that is in the past, when you lost, somebody very, very close, then this energy is grieving yourself. You are grieving your inner child. You are grieving this little boy and this little girl, because there is no one to do that. So for people like that, you have to learn to reparent yourself. It's long journey, but of course it can happen. Of course you can heal it. So people like that, what they are waiting for. So people like that usually have got anxious attachment style. They usually have got they just like wait for the tacking in that never came. So those are the children, as I said, who have been brought up in cold homes, emotionally unavailable homes, emotionally unstable homes, or have been sent away from the parents to cousins to live with, to boarding schools to live with, to another country to live with. Those are people like that. So if you suffer from insomnia, and if you are a person like that, it's a cry for connection, but you are disconnected from yourself. This energy in your heart chakra and your lungs is disconnection from yourself. That's why you are awakened in the morning or at night. So for people like that, it's just like grounding, and a lot of work on inner child, like massive work on inner child. Is really reparenting yourself. That is the most important. So now you would say, okay, so what are we going to do about it? you know you have to understand one thing about insomnia and those emotionally based syndrome symptoms that you have got. Like, your body wants to sleep. And carrying insomnia, it's not about trying all the time to sleep. It's only one thing: trying to find the safety. So I always say about root chakra. And why is that important? Because this is that deep ancient red energy at the base of your spine. And this is everything for us. This is the foundation. It's the only place in our body that knows for a fact that we are secure. So when this energy is open and safe, and really we are grounded, we're feeling connection to Mother Gaia, we're feeling connection to our body, then it's fantastic. So when we anchor into the root, when we send a signal up the spine that will reach every organ, that we are safe, then the liver starts to cool down, then the kidneys start to drip cortisol, then this person who is hypervigilant a person who is angry, um, it's it feels safe. So we have to return to the basics, and the basics is always root chakra, guys. So I always mention a lot of remedies that are holistic. And I am not going to, to speak here uh, to persuade you to stop taking tablets, because I understand that everybody's issue is complex. So you sometimes take tablets for sleep or whatever, because that's the only way that you actually see to have a good sleep. But there are other ways that are healthy, that will not burden your system, that will not poison you, and they are available for free. So one of them I always say is meditation. Meditation, meditation, meditation. Why is it? Because meditation is the only language your nervous system actually speaks. When you sit in that quiet space, you aren't just relaxing, you are performing a cellular reset. So, what that this means? Remember, guys, that meditation is not about traveling in the cosmos. Yes, you can do that if you are fantastic at meditation, but meditation also has got healing properties. So if you know how to work with energy, you can heal insomnia through meditation. I have done that. You can heal anxiety through meditation. I have done that. And that's why I'm sharing this with my clients. All my clients are healed through meditation. If they are ready for hypnotherapy, I will heal them through that. But firstly, we always start with meditation and working with the body on the safety of the body. So I will work with the energy systems. I will work with a lot of grounding, and I will prepare them through energy healing sessions in what I do in uh, to ground them, to really, really uh, open the energy systems for them. And meditation is one of those ways. There is breath work. Another one that is fantastic. There is, sound healing. There are plenty of them. So if we think about the people who are overthinkers and having OCD, things like that, so, meditation acts as a cooling balm for the liver and the crown. It teaches your brain that it is safe to drop the watch. By moving the high voltage energy in your hand to your feet, we break the loop of the internal committee and we stop the replay. What is this internal committee? Internal committee is one team, it's you. So you have internal conversation with yourself and you constantly think about how to solve something. There is no other person on this committee, it's just you. But this is your programming of your energy and programming of your trauma. So if we are talking about somebody who is hypervigilant and is very unsafe on this planet, wakes up at night or sleeps for an hour, it's like every little sound wakes you up. So those of you who jumping in every shadow, meditation is the all clear signal for your kidneys, for your adrenals, for this cortisol to slow it down, to bring safety to the body. So we use specific grounding frequencies to physically flush the cortisol out of your kidneys. So it's not about closing your eyes and but it's about transforming this old energy that you brought from your childhood. That actually is a survival mode that is still running in your organs and in your energy systems. So that's why it is so important, really, really, to work with your root chakra, guys, really to ground, because it's our primal medicine. If you do not focus on the root chakra, there is no healing. So most people will try a lot of things, try to fix the mind, try to fix the sleep, but the mind is just the smoke, guys. The fire is in your cellular memory and emotional memory. This is where healing needs to happen. It cannot happen from your head. It cannot happen from taking tablets, or looking through trauma, looking at trauma through logical memory. This is what all these CBTs and talking therapies and things offer us, but actually they give us um, o- uh, opposite effect. They do not help. For some people, they will re-traumatize you. So when we ground into the root chakra, we are plugging our body into Earth's natural stability. We are telling every organ from your stomach to your heart, you have a foundation. You are not floating in the void. You are held, which brings safety. Anything, everything emotional is about safety, because trauma is fear. Simple as that. And this is where magic happens. When the root is secure, when you talk to your organs, when you really, really look at meditations that are the one who will heal your cellular memory, who will tap into it, who will heal your organs, then the leak out of your body that you have, it will go into the earth and it will start healing you. Your cells will stop holding. You stop holding the breath. Your cells are going to actually go through transformation. Your muscles will stop armoring. And for the first time since you were a small child, your body finally will feel permission to sleep, permission to slow down, permission to stop overthinking. It will have permission to rest, permission just to be you, permission to heal. Because a lot of people come to me with a lot of issues and they say, I have been going through this therapy for so many years and I'm still doing the same thing and I'm still feeling the same. It is because no one bothered to tapped into your cellular memory. No one bothered to actually tapped into uh, uh, really the root and cause of why you feel the way you feel. So, guys, I always say I have a lot of meditations on my channel that are for free. I have prepared a 7 day to safety meditations that are for free. I will put it under this video in the comment section. They are 10 minutes meditations, and I will be doing more and more and more. I'm preparing quite large uh, course. It's not a course, they are like set of meditations about sleep. So they are not only for people who suffer from insomnia, they are people who are overthinkers, who are hyper vigilant person. And if you don't know who you are, there are certain ways there that you are going to find out, and you can take this opportunity very soon, that is going to be available for everyone. So guys, I hope that I have tagged uh, like dipped a little bit deeper into this issue. Healing is a very complex procedure. It's a very complex thing, and it can happen, but you can heal yourself. It can really, really happen. You just have to be patient with yourself, and you have to be devoted to you. You have to be curious about digging into you. And healing is not easy, because it's not easy to go into pain again. And I understand that. I've been doing it for many years. I've been doing this for many years with my clients, and I can see how difficult it is for them. But there is light in the tunnel, and you can truly, truly heal yourself. So I hope that this video helped, and I will see you in our next video. Thank you and bye.